Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everybody? Welcome back in. Glad to have you guys back in the stream once again today. Second matchup covering for the mid-afternoon matchup. This should be a great one. Another 8 versus 9 battle. Arkansas, the 8 seed, a record of 20-13 this season, taking on Illinois, the number 9 seed at 20-12. And wow, what a day already that we have had. Furman pulling off a big upset over Virginia, 68-67 in the 13 versus 4 matchup today. And then Maryland winning a game that came right down to the wire against West Virginia in the first stream, 67-65. Other games that currently finished up: Mizzou victory over Utah State, 76-65. Kansas handling Howard today, 96-68. A couple other games in action currently, as well as we have San Diego State and Charleston at halftime, 32-29, and Alabama up by 20 at the half over Texas A&M Corpus Christi, 54-34, while Arizona's leading Princeton 14-6. Should be a great matchup here between these two teams. Eric Musselman, 4th season for Arkansas now for the Hogs. 2-0 under Muss in first round games at Arkansas. And this is an Arkansas team last year that they took out Gonzaga, the number 1 overall seed, out in the Sweet 16 in that matchup. They went to the Elite 8 last year, lost against Duke. They went to the Elite 8 in 2021, lost to the national champion Baylor in 2021. This Arkansas team, they've dealt with injuries. They get a ton of talent, though, on this roster. They were ranked inside the preseason top 10. Nick Smith, he is back. Look for him to be an X factor in this matchup. 5-star recruits, as he has only played in 14 of 33 games this year, but Nick Smith getting 7 straight starts in a row. He's averaging 18 points per game, scoring in double figures in 7 straight games entering today's matchup here for Nick Smith. What's good, Lucas, Derek, Mario, Tristan? Welcome back on the stream, guys. Sorry to hear about that with Tristan losing Virginia, West Virginia, and Utah State. Yeah, that was a tough one. Virginia blew a 12-point lead with 12 minutes left to play against Furman. And West Virginia, shocking there. They were up early on. They led 19-6, and they lost that game. Foul trouble didn't help them out at all today for West Virginia. Arkansas, under head coach Brad Underwood, season number 6 for him. They're 2-2 in the tournament under Brad Underwood. They've won the first round twice, and then they got bounced out in the second round twice. Last year they beat Tennessee Chattanooga by 1. And then the year prior, they won their first round game. They handled Drexel pretty easily. That was the Ayo DeSumo team. But then they were the 1 seed that tournament. They lost against Loyola Chicago in the 2021 tournament. Last year they lost against Houston. They were the number 4 seed last year, lost against Houston in the round of 32, the 5 seed in that matchup. Joe, welcome in. Taking his Illini for this one. Best of luck out there for Joe's Illini for this matchup. Both of these teams super talented. Illinois has 9 top 100 recruits listed on the roster. Arkansas has 5. They got 3 5-stars, though, in the freshman class for Arkansas. And just a lot of talent out on the floor. This should be a good one. Physical, defensive type of battle, I feel like, in this matchup. Illinois goes with a 3-guard, 2-forward starting 5 lineup. Two of those players averaging double figures per game this season. Terrence Shannon, he's the top scorer, averaging above 17 points per game. Transfer from Texas Tech, Matthew Meyer, to transfer from Baylor, averaging just under 13 points per game. Arkansas as well, they go with a 3-guard, 2-forward starting 5 lineup. Top scorer, Ricky Council Jr., but he's coming off the bench lately for Ricky Council Jr. ever since Nick Smith has been back in the starting lineup. I got Arkansas for this game. I think very close. Got it up in my matchup predictions here. I took Arkansas 71-69. So 2-point win for Arkansas, I'm predicting, for this matchup. I just like the track record of their head coach, Eric Musselman, in previous NCAA tournaments. But yeah, both of these teams should be just a really good matchup. Both of these teams pride themselves on the defensive side of the floor. Illinois, top 20 defense in defending the interior. They're top 35 in rebounds per game. Also, top 25 in 2-point shooting percentage. Second in the nation in blocks. This is going to be a block fest, I feel like. Arkansas, 8th in the nation in blocks. They get a top 30 perimeter D. And they're a 2-point shooting-oriented team for Arkansas. They love to draw fouls, love to get to the free throw line. Whereas Illinois, they struggle from 3. They attempt more. They're 4th in the Big Ten in 3-point shooting attempts, but the problem is they cannot hit threes for Illinois this year. They rank in around the 330s in perimeter shooting, and also the free throw shooting is struggling as well at 68% this year. Whereas Arkansas, they struggle with fouls. They get you to the free throw line often, but they have dealt with foul trouble a lot this season. So yeah, this could be a game that potentially drags on for a while if it goes in that script. Yeah, probably nobody with a perfect bracket right now. Every single year, by the time we get to 4 p.m., it's done for most people. By the second game. Probably, yeah, it's not looking so hot, honestly, because of the whole Ed Cooley news to Georgetown and stuff, honestly, in my opinion. I think there's a lot of distractions around PC. I took Arkansas in this matchup. Alright, so if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We're going to tip off in just a moment, everybody. Glad to get you guys back on the channel. I'll get the other scores. We'll keep you guys posted throughout this stream today. Arizona up against Princeton. Tight game there, though, in the first 9 minutes. 14-10 Arizona. San Diego State 3-point lead at halftime over Charleston, 32-29. And Alabama start the second half leading against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, 54-34. Arkansas 2-point favorites on the line to go with the white jerseys. Red numbers, red letters, red logo out in the front for their Hogs. Illinois, the orange uniforms today, orange numbers, or orange uniforms, white numbers, white letters for this matchup. As we're about to get ready to get started in this one, Terrence Shannon, R.J. Melendez, Matthew Meyer, Dane Danger, Coleman Hawkins, starting 5 for Illinois. Going up against Arkansas, Anthony Black, Nick Smith, Devontae Davis, Mackay, and Makel Mitchell as we are underway, and Illinois controls the opening tip. Left to right on the floor for the Fighting Illini as they have it first. Top of the key, number 42, Dane Danger. Transfer from Baylor, one of 2 transfers on the team. Also, and Matthew Meyer blocked at the rim by Arkansas as they come up with the basketball. First possession now for the Hogs. Inside the key, Black. Black attacks the rim, missed the layup, offensive rebound. This is a physical bloodbath straight from the start. At the corner, back over to Black. Around the perimeter, they'll hand it off to Devontae Davis. Davis dribbles up to the free throw circle. Hands it off to Nick Smith. Smith floats up the runner. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Melendez of Illinois. Second possession now of the game for the Fighting Illini. Illinois lobs it over to the right elbow. Number 33, Coleman Hawkins. Backs his way inside the paint. Hawkins, pivot move, puts it up, and he scores. 3 for 2. What's good, Jameson? Welcome to the stream. Jason, glad to have you back in the stream, man. Kay, welcome on board. Second possession of the game now for Arkansas as we are 1 minute through action. Nick Smith lobs it over to the right elbow. Looking for a backdoor cutter and a bounce pass, kicked ball as it will be Arkansas possession. The clock will stop with 18:45. Verdon, welcome back on the stream, man. Yeah, that's going to wreck everybody's brackets if Arizona loses against Princeton. Right now it's close, but still a long, long way we got to go in that game. Jumper for a deep two, missed by Arkansas. They struggle from deep two jumpers, but that went off the back rim too strong. Illinois has it the corner, catch and fire three, missed off the back rim by Melendez. Chase down at the corner, and it's picked up by Arkansas. Illinois tried to save it, couldn't, as it got sent over to Arkansas for the basketball. Cross-court pass. Devontae Davis, push pass, baseline drive, reverse hand, no good, tipped off the glass. We got the second wedgie of the bracket. It happened on a tip-in, so it'll be Illinois basketball. Arkansas missing the reverse hand layup, and then they try to tip it in, and they got wedged in between the backboard and the rim right there. So wedgie number 2 of the bracket. Wow, you don't see that too often either. Inbound for Arkansas. Arkansas inside the low block as we have a whistle and the fall picked up. Down low, charge to Illinois. That's on Danger, number 42. Actually, he said he deflected it, so no call, no foul call. It's going to be inbound to Arkansas, so he deflected it through traffic. A lot of contact there, no call. Jumper missed off the back rim by Arkansas. 2 minutes through a low-scoring game, as we have so far. Terrence Shannon lost it, turnover. That's been a major issue this season for Illinois. Arkansas attacking right to the rim. They floated up and they're on the board. Devontae Davis, 2 points off the steal. Gets the bucket. We're even at 2. 17:35 left to go in the first. Loose ball, far side of the floor. And another turnover by Illinois. Back-to-back turnovers. Bad possessions right there for Illinois. It's a hot tamale out on the floor trying to handle that basketball. Sam, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe as we're just getting started in action with this one. 2-2. 17:33 left to go in the first. Arkansas gets the inbound in their backcourt. Anthony Black takes it past the midcourt logo. Winner of this game will take on Kansas in the second round on Saturday. Top of the key, Davis moves it out to his right to Nick Smith. Smith bounce pass. Back it goes outside of Black. Takes the jumper three in the shot clock. Drills it. Anthony Black trifecta. Lead goes to Arkansas. They're going to call it a deep 2, actually. Foot was on the three-point line. So one of his feet on the three-point line, they call it a deep 2. 4-2. 3 minutes into action. 17 minutes left to go. Matthew Meyer moves it out to the free throw circle. Danger back over to Meyer. Meyer takes a 3, missed off the back rim, ripped away, and it goes back to Arkansas with a defensive rebound by Kamani Johnson. Arkansas has it, free throw circle. Black moves it back outside into the hands now of number 1, Ricky Council. Coming off the bench for Council, but the top scorer averaging just under 16 points per game. They push it out to the top to Black. Black, a top 15 5-star recruit, hands it off as they will attack right to the rim, and that's good with a layup. Up and in off the glass, that is Devontae Davis, as he's got 4 of the 6 so far for Arkansas. Arkansas on a 6-zip run last minute and a half. Illinois in trouble early. Top of the key, R.J. Melendez dribbles up towards the baseline. Melendez forces up a tough shot, no good. Tipped up, tipped around. Davis comes out with a defensive rebound. Here goes Arkansas looking to push it. Council attacking inside the key, puts it up, and he gets fouled. And 2 free throws coming up at the line for Ricky Council with 16:04 left to go. Arkansas just being the straight aggressor in this game right now. Getting to the rim, and seeing if they can put Illinois into foul trouble as Illinois picks up their first personal. Oof, sorry to hear that, Braden. Yeah, that's a rough one. Virginia lost 5 years to the day that UMBC upset them. That Virginia team is boom or bust when it comes to the first round in the bracket. Championship or bust type of team. They lost 2 years ago. Their last tournament lost against Ohio, with Jason Preston. And then they lost UMBC 2018. And now it's Furman. Both of the shots good. 8-2 Arkansas. 16 minutes remaining. Illinois is trying to get something going. This team's just been erratic down the stretch. 1-3 record last 4 games for Illinois. Get that out of there. Huge rejection by Arkansas. Here they go running the floor. Devontae Davis attacking inside the paint. Floats it up. Missed off the back rim. Tips it out to the perimeter, though, for the offensive rebound. Out to the wing. Council open 3. Missed off the front rim, and the rebound pulled down in the corner by Jaden Epps for Illinois. Arkansas struggled down the stretch too. 1-4 record in the last 5. They played some super close games, though. They were up by 12, lost against Texas A&M. In the SEC tournament, we got another wedgie. Wedgie for the second time in not even 5 minutes in this game, everybody. A corner 3 by Illinois. It'll be Arkansas basketball once we come back from the timeout. Hogs looking strong right from the gate here. 8-2 Arkansas as we take the first time out today. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action on the channel, play-by-play, college hoops, NBA games as well. We welcome you guys back. That was a wild first game of the bracket between West Virginia and Maryland from earlier today. Quick update on the scores here. Arizona, 20-16, they lead against Princeton right now. That Princeton team doesn't have much size. That is really concerning. I've been talking about it for weeks. If you guys joined in for my regular season streams, you guys know how much faith I didn't really have in Arizona this season. I kept on talking about it. I was like, yeah, I'm just not feeling Arizona. They have losses against Oregon, Washington State. They lost against Stanford. That said right there, if you lose against Stanford, you're bound to lose against anybody in the country. And it happened today against Virginia. Virginia lost to Boston College. They only scored 48 points against Boston College. If you lose against Boston College, you're destined to lose against anybody in the tournament. And just a quick side note here, Boston College had losses against New Hampshire and Maine this season as well, and he went on and beat Virginia during conference play. And guess what? It happened. Virginia lost by 1 today against Furman. So, I mean, if you lose to a team that bad, chances are it could happen to you in the bracket. There's a lot of those teams. Iowa lost against Eastern Illinois in the largest point spread, I believe, in history that a team choked. TCU lost against Northwestern State this season. So if you have that bad of a loss right there, you're destined potentially in the tournament to have an even worse loss or so. Talking about bad losses, these two teams don't have many terrible losses on their resume. Illinois lost the game late in the stretch, February 26th, at Ohio State by 12 points. But not really that bad losses. They have some good wins, but those good wins were early back in November and December. They beat UCLA. They beat Texas in overtime. That was in December. The UCLA win was in November. And then they had wins over Michigan State and Northwestern, so they got only 2 conference victories against teams in the field for Illinois. Arkansas, their worst loss happened at the start of SEC play. It was a road game at LSU, which nobody knew about LSU at the time. LSU was 12-1 entering that game with all transfers. That team was basically like Murray State 2.0 this season. Other loss wasn't even that bad. Came at Vandy where they gave up 97, but Vandy peaked towards the end of the season. We get back to action, 8-2. Great start by Arkansas. Illinois with the basketball, top of the key. Coleman Hawkins moves it out to his left. Back outside, it goes to the wing. 3 shot by Hawkins around the rim, no good. Tipped up, and it'll be a rebound foul picked up by Illinois. So Illinois, brutal start in this game. 1 for 7 shooting the ball right now. They got to stay away from the threes. This team is just anemic when it comes to three-point shooting. 15 minutes left to go in the first. Both teams are absolutely brutal from 3, but Arkansas the better team this season. Arkansas with the ball. Nick Smith has it at the top of the key. 7 straight starts, 7 straight games for double figures for the top 5 freshman recruit. At the right corner, Ricky Council hands it off now around the perimeter. Inside the key, Smith. His pass floated out of bounds. That's a turnover. Tough pass right there by Smith. Just trying to do too much with it inside the key. Dale, thanks so much for joining back in. Yeah, 5 years ago to the day, Virginia lost against UMBC, and Virginia does it once again. A big reason why never to trust Virginia. We'll keep you guys posted on San Diego State, Charleston. Big reason why never to trust SDSU, but could they have a revenge moment in them? We'll see this year. Corner 3, missed by Matthew Meyer. Another chance for Illinois, though, off the offensive rebound. Inside the key for Illinois. Kick out to the corner. 3 on his way. Illinois finally makes one. So finally, when one misses, just keep on fire again, and somebody will finally knock one down in their 6th attempt. They got a steal. Here they go for Illinois. Coleman Hawkins floats it up, and he gets fouled. So signs of life right now for the Fighting Illini. 14 minutes left to go before halftime. 3 was made by Luke Good coming off the bench for Illinois, so he's got 3. Coleman Hawkins has 2. And now this will be 2 free throws coming up at the line for Illinois with 14 minutes left. What's good, Jose? Welcome back on the stream, man. 40 plus watching. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Check that, actually. They said the fall was on the floor, so it was on the reach-in call before the shot. So it was not on the shot. It will be an inbound here for Illinois. Illinois gets the inbound. Lob out to the perimeter. Fighting Illini handed off to number 24, Matthew Meyer, the transfer from Baylor. Meyer has it at the top. You get a reach-in fall picked up by Arkansas, charged to Jordan Walsh. Arkansas basket so far, 4 points scored by Devontae Davis, 2 each by Anthony Black and Ricky Council. Inbound to Illinois. Illinois has it with Jaden Epps, 4-star freshman. Moves on top over to Ty Rogers, number 20. Also in his first season as well, another 4-star freshman. At the left wing perimeter for Illinois. Coleman Hawkins, 3 in the shot clock. Hawkins has to launch it. Does he realize the shot clock's going off? He floats up a wild shot. It isn't even close, and that's a turnover. Illinois with a poor turnover right there. The basketball goes right back to Arkansas. Yeah, this team is just absolutely erratic when it comes to the just with the basketball. Yikes. Big woof for Illinois right now. 3 turnovers in this game. Arkansas with a possession. Hand off to Devontae Davis. Davis, jumper, step back. Oh, he hits it. Devontae Davis, bang, bang, takes the 2. He drills it from 16 feet out. Arkansas doubling up Illinois. Defensive, gritty type of battle so far. Devontae Davis single-handedly outscoring Illinois on the scoreboard right now. Devo with 6 for Arkansas. Missed shot off the glass, tipped up, and the rebound goes right back to the Hogs. Arkansas looking to push it up the floor. Deflected, intercepted right back by Illinois. Here they go, numbers advantage. 3 on 2. Up inside the paint, they score up and in off the glass by Ty Rogers. Really needed that bucket there for Illinois to get themselves winning 3. 12.5 left to go in the first. Arkansas with possession. Anthony Black dribbles up inside the key. Black accelerates. He gets blocked. What a save there at the baseline by Illinois as they come up with the basketball. What a start to this game. Both of these teams ranked inside the top 10 in blocks per game this season. Jaden Epps going to slow down the tempo for Illinois at the right wing. Moves on top to Coleman Hawkins. Back over to Epps. Epps at the left wing perimeter. He is clamped over. Cross-court pass deflected. Intercepted right back by Arkansas. Devontae Davis with a steal. Pass ahead. Stolen right back by Illinois. Outlet pass. Stolen right back by Arkansas. Steal in the last 2 possessions. Here goes Arkansas. Bounce pass. Down low. Spin move. Mitchell. Underneath Mitchell. He scores. Through for 2. That's good by Makai Mitchell. Both of these teams struggling with the turnovers right now. 11:45 left to go in the first. Only 2 personal fouls. Kind of shocking that we only have 2 fouls so far. But both of these teams playing a lot of minutes. And we're under the TV timeout right now. But the ball hasn't gone on the bounds, and there's yet to be a foul call. Illinois backs their way. Passing over to a cutter. Putting it up. Missed off the glass. No good. The referees say let them play. A rebound goes right back to Arkansas. Hogs will slow it down now around the perimeter. Ricky Council drives inside the key. Council gets fouled. Arkansas winning this game despite shooting just 5 for 15 from the floor right now as we take a timeout. Media timeout with under 12 left to go. 11:17 left to go in the first. Arkansas up over Illinois 12-7. Wow, what a battle we got here. Feel free to join in for Oral Roberts versus Duke. I'll be covering that game. Might have a special guest on that stream, by the way, later tonight, as we'll tip off around 7:10 p.m. later tonight. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the streams, play-by-play, college hoops, NBA. And tomorrow I plan on being back for 3 more streams. Tomorrow's streams will be Michigan State versus USC. That will tip off at 12:15 tomorrow. Followed up by the mid-afternoon game, Creighton taking on NC State. And then the one that we've all been waiting for, Vegas and Jason, the big one. 7:10 PC versus Big Blue. Providence, Kentucky. Bryce Hopkins versus former team. Should be a great one tomorrow night. It's unfortunate that that game's on at the same time as the Drake-Miami game. That would be one that I would love to cover, would be Drake-Miami. Drake-Miami tips off, I think, 15 minutes. I think that's 7:25 after Providence, Kentucky at 7:10 tomorrow. Quick update on the scoreboard right now. Other college hoops games going on. Inside the tournament, Alabama handling Texas A&M Corpus Christi 68-48. San Diego State pulling away a little bit against Charleston 41-34. Arizona 7-point lead against Princeton. Now down to 5. We'll keep you updated. Princeton just scored a bucket, make it 27-22. That's a 2 versus 15 matchup. Yeah, that is concerning, and that's what I've been saying here for weeks on the channel. If you guys joined in for my college basketball regular season live streams, I talked about Arizona, and I talked about how I wasn't sold on them. Me personally, that Arizona team last year, they went to the Sweet 16, lost against Houston, the 5 seed. That Arizona team is miles better than this Arizona team. That Arizona team had Benedict Mathurin on it, and Christian Coloco. They were a great defensive team. They ranked top 25 in both offensive efficiency and KenPom. I believe they were even top 10 in both of those categories. And this season, they ranked top 5 in offensive efficiency, but their defensive efficiency has fallen off the roof this season. They rank inside the 200s in points allowed this season, and they rank in the bottom half of college basketball in turnovers per game for Arizona. And yeah, that's a little worrisome. They'll be able to put up points on the board. That's a team they should be able to manhandle, because Arizona is one of the biggest teams in college basketball this year. But they just drilled a 3, so they're up by 8, 30-22. That's a Princeton team, by the way, that did not schedule a single opponent outside in the Northeast. The majority of their opponents that they played were either from New England or from New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, around that area. East Coast, basically, like Northeast, but majority of their opponents came from like New England or so, or New York, tri-state area. We get back to action. Arkansas 1 for 2 at the free throw line as they go up by 6. Missed shot by Illinois. Back to Arkansas. 11 minutes left to go before halftime in a fast-paced game that both of these teams just cannot score. Arkansas 5 for 15 from the floor, but they got a 6-point lead. Turn around. Missed shot off the spin by Ricky Council. Rebound back to Illinois. 10:45 left to go. Illinois with a possession at the left wing. This is number 1, Sincere Harris. 4-star freshman, top 90 freshman recruit. Harris at the baseline. Both of these teams with a ton of talent. 9 top 100 recruits on this roster for Illinois at some point coming out of high school. Arkansas has got 5. Down low. And we got a blocking foul picked up by Arkansas. This will send Dane Danger to the free throw line, shooting 2 for Illinois. Both of these teams struggling to put together consistency this season. There were spurts, though, for Arkansas that looked like that they had an opportunity to go on a run for them. They looked great in the SEC tournament in the first half against Texas A&M, but then they blew a 12-point lead in that game. That was against the Texas A&M team that entered that game with a record of 19-3 in their previous 22 matchups. First free throw missed at the line by Illinois. This Illinois team has been rough this year with free throws. Illinois ranking 308th in the nation in free throw shooting percentage at just 68%. First one missed by Dane Danger. Second one by Danger. And that's good. So 5-point game, and we're almost midway before halftime. Arkansas with the ball. Pass midcourt for the Hogs. It's Nick Smith. Smith inside the key. Floats up the teardrop. Missed off the rim short, though. Smith yet to get on the scoreboard so far. Top scorer Devontae Davis with 6 for the Hogs. 10 minutes left to go before halftime, and Illinois with just 8 points on the board. Arkansas with 13, and that is a good layup to cut it down to 3. Sincere Harris. So 3 points by Arkansas in the last 3.5 minutes here for the Hogs. Led by their defense all season long. Nick Smith moves it over to Jordan Walsh. Walsh backs his way inside a key. Walsh up fake. Walsh puts it up. Walsh scores. Wow, that's a tough bucket right there by Walsh. 5-point lead for the Hogs. Down to 9.5 left to go before halftime. Illinois with the ball at the right wing. R.J. Melendez passing over to a cutter. Backdoor kick out to the corner. Sincere Harris moves it out to the wing. Terrence Shannon. Shannon moves it across the floor. Jumper at the free throw circle. Missed off the back rim by Illinois. Rebound pulled away by Jordan Walsh of Arkansas. 9 minutes left to go. They push it ahead. Underneath the hoop. Makai Mitchell. Back outside it goes for Arkansas. Inside the key. Puts it up and we get a foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Makai Mitchell of Arkansas. So we got 9 minutes left to go before halftime now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and ring the notification bell as well. We'll be back also later today calling Oral Roberts against Duke. Right after this one, 7:10 p.m. start. So 2 free throws here at the line for Arkansas. First one's good. Makai Mitchell. Substitution out of the game. It will be Coleman Hawkins who will check out of the game now for Illinois. Illinois has half the amount of turnovers. They got the amount of points right now. Half of that number they've got for turnovers so far in the game. 10 points, just 5 turnovers in the first 11 plus minutes of action. Second free throw missed to the line by Arkansas. And another turnover. Number 6 of the game now for Illinois. Here goes Arkansas out of the break. Easy 2 layup. Up and in off the glass. It's Nick Smith on the board. Nick Smith, the 5-star. 7 straight starts entering today's game. All 7 games scoring in double figures. Averaging 17 points per game entering today. Lob down inside the low post. And Illinois called in the travel. Back-to-back turnovers by the Fighting Illini. 7 turnovers by Illinois. Turnovers going to be the bane of your team in the tournament. And they are just struggling with it. Danger called in the travel. 8-point lead. Arkansas with possession. Hogs have it at the top of the key. Jalen Graham, transfer from Arizona State. Graham floats it up and Graham gets knocked down and fouled. So Graham will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. I could Vegas. I had picked Arizona on my video. That Missouri team reminds me of Miami from last year. Small ball type of lineup. They're scrappy. They can force steals. I wouldn't be shocked if Missouri has like a Miami-Auburn type moment from last year. Because Mizzou is the smaller team, but they're scrappy. They can force turnovers. And that's exactly like the same matchup from last year where Miami beat Auburn. They crushed them because Auburn couldn't handle the basketball cleanly. Arizona gets great front court play from Omar Ballo and Agilis Tabelis, but the guard play this season's been a little bit shaky for Arizona. 1 for 2 that trip at the free throw line. If Arkansas was making their free throws, they'd be crushing it right now in this game. 5 for 8 at the free throw line, so only 62% at the free throw line, but they'd be up by double digits if they made all their free throws. Missed layup by Illinois, tipped off the glass, rebound, right back to Illinois. Battle for the basketball, though, far side of the floor. Who's got it? We got a tie-up, and possession arrows, we wait and see. It will be... So we'll take the media timeout first. Okay, so we will take the media timeout first on the floor. And then we'll get back to action. 19-10 as we take the timeout. Yeah, I also had it in my notes that I had put in my notes, if Arizona draws Colgate, I would take Colgate in my notes, but that did not happen. My bracket, I think right now I'm 3 of 4, so it's not really like bad busted, because I took Furman in that game, and then I took the one I lost already was West Virginia. Yeah, West Virginia's fall trouble hurt. But there's no team that I got really far that got like busted. But yeah, so right now I'm 3 of 4. So yeah, it's already not perfect anymore. Quick scoreboard update right now. Alabama leading Texas A&M Corpus Christi 76-54. San Diego State up over Charleston 45-39. Arizona 1-point game against Princeton 31-30. The point forward of Houston, or for Princeton, they don't even go through like a point guard type offense for them. They have like a point forward, like Draymond Green. His name is Tosan for Princeton. That Princeton team needed to beat Yale. They lost against Yale twice during the regular season. They got past Yale to make it into the NCAA tournament, and they won on their home floor. That's the crazy part about it is what. They were the lower seed, but since the Ivy, like the teams take turns out in the Ivy, hosting the Ivy League tournament, like Yale, Princeton, Harvard, Penn. Those 4 teams usually host, like they swap between years to host the Ivy League tournament. This year it was Princeton who hosted the Ivy League tournament, and yeah, Princeton won in their home floor when they got swept by Yale. Princeton's right in the game right now. Once we get to halftime here, I'll put that one on and I'll watch a little bit of it, unless they'll probably be back for the second half by then. Right now, Arizona's up against Princeton 31-30. Kind of glad I didn't have Arizona going like super deep in my bracket, I don't think. Okay, we get back to action. Illinois with a jumper, missed off the rim, and a rebound. Back to Arkansas. 7:40 left to go before halftime. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Here we go. Arkansas with possession. Arkansas, deep jumper for a 2. It goes through. Razorbacks by double digits. It's just that NCAA tournament experience, even though they got a younger squad here for Arkansas with a lot of talent. Talent clicking together right now in an 8-zip run. Jaden Epps moves out to the left wing perimeter. Terrence Shannon, number 0, back into the game. Shannon, former Texas Tech Red Raider, moves it out to his right to Epps. Epps with a 3. Epps missed off the rim. A rebound, Arkansas. This Illinois team keeps on shooting threes when their three-point shooting percentage is just terrible this season. Right to the rim. Arkansas missed the layup. We do have a blocking foul. And this will be 2 free throws coming up at the line by Ricky Council. Man, this Illinois team's starting to be like a no-show right now in the bracket. Yeah, I think just self-team and discipline, that has been an issue late stage of the season for this Illinois team. Heard after they lost against Ohio State, Matthew Meyer going straight to the energy drinks and had to miss some time after doing that after his team lost against Ohio State. This Illinois team, last 4 games, they are 1-3. The only win came in double overtime against Michigan. 23-10. Both of the free throws good. Illinois in a 3+ minute scoring drought. At the right wing perimeter, Matthew Meyer. Meyer at the corner gives it to Hawkins. Hand off Meyer. Meyer with a 3. Missed off the rim. He got fouled out. And this will be 3 free throws coming up at the line by Meyer. Yeah, you can't even make a three to begin with, so why is Illinois taking threes? Plus, Arkansas with their wings are just... They got so much size out there defending the perimeter to begin with. Arkansas is one of the best perimeter defenses in all college basketball. So you look at that mismatch already. The only thing that you could do for this Illinois team is attempt twos. That's all you can do because Arkansas will just take away the three from you already. And Illinois can't even hit the three to begin with. First free throw is good by Meyer. By the way, that game is at halftime now. Arizona leads Princeton 31-30 at halftime. Man, imagine what that chat in the locker room is for both of the teams. Princeton with Princeton right now. Wow, they got all the confidence in the world going into halftime only down by 1 against Arizona. Whereas Arizona, got to get going. Got to get going right now if you're Arizona. 6:30 left to play. 2 out of 3 that trip at the free throw line by Meyer. Arkansas with the ball. At the left wing perimeter, Nick Smith. Smith dribbles up into the key. Smith floats it up, no good. And it got knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Walsh. He'll go right back to Illinois. Anthony, thanks so much for joining in, man. Dennis, welcome back in the stream, bud. 50 plus watching right now. If you guys are new in this channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and let's keep on rolling here today on this one. Make sure to hit us up in the chat who you guys got in this matchup here, Arkansas or Illinois. Illinois with possession. Out to the corner. Up fake by Good. Slides it out to the wing. 3 good by Illinois. That's a confidence booster. An 8-point game. Fighting Illini make the 3 with Coleman Hawkins. 6 minutes remaining before halftime. Arkansas has it in the key. Makai Mitchell. Bounce pass to a cutter. Watch out. 2-handed throw down. Ricky Council up on the rooftop right there. Cuts baseline to the hole. Dunks it down. It's a 10-point lead for Arkansas. Blocked at the rim. Council comes up with a block. Here comes Arkansas. Here they go running the floor. They move it out to the low block. Back out to the corner. Deflected. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Illinois. Just bringing the explosiveness right now in the game. 5:32 left to go before halftime. This is a fast-paced game so far in the first half. Arkansas, 8th in the nation in blocks per game, number 2 in the SEC. Both teams with 2 blocks currently. Illinois, top 5 in the nation in blocks per game as well. Defensive slugfest right from the gate. Arkansas, though, has been able to get inside the paint more. Here they go out to the top. Jordan Walsh dribbles up inside the key. Walsh, up fake, bounce pass, backdoor call. Watch out. 2-handed dunk once again. Jalen Graham throwing it down for Arkansas. They lead by 12. 5 minutes left to go. 12-6 points in the paint in favor of Arkansas. This Illinois team's just absolutely erratic. They're just all over the place. That's how their season's been in a telltale. Luke Good, 3, hits it. Yeah, I cannot believe that Brad Underwood's not being talked about by the media right now on the hot seat for him. 2 straight NCAA tournaments, 2 straight outs before the second weekend. There goes Arkansas. Jalen Graham scores in the layup. 29-18. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Loose ball. Illinois kick out to the corner. 3. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound control by Arkansas. You can see right now just the physicality, the big boys for Arkansas and Pig Suey taking over this game right now in this matchup. 4.5 left to go. The Hogs have it. Top of the key, Anthony Black. Black dribbles up to the elbow. Back out to the wing. Black, crossover. Moves it out to the left wing, Jordan Walsh. Back on top for Arkansas. Black slides it out to the top. Ricky Council takes the 3. Oh, he hits it. It goes bottom. Ricky Council from downtown. 32-18. They're letting it rain from Muss's squad right now. Undefeated at Arkansas in first-round matchups. Never bet against the Hogs, especially when it comes to round 1. Illinois, inside the paint, they'll draw the shooting foul. When this team is clicking, hitting their threes, things are looking good right now, and they are. Ricky Council, 6th man off the bench since Nick Smith is back in the starting 5. This Arkansas team, oh boy, watch out. If everything clicks, they can go deep. They were a preseason top 10 team, and it's showing why right in this game right here. Illinois, this team is just absolutely erratic. 25% shooting, 7 turnovers so far in the game for the Fighting Illini. 3 assists to 7 turnovers for Illinois. They're just all over the map. That's how their season has been. They were crushing teams early on, November and December. That's when they played their best basketball. They had peaked around November and December. They won against UCLA. They beat Texas in overtime. But after that, they've only won 2 games against teams in the NCAA tournament field in conference play. They beat Michigan State on January 13th. They beat Northwestern on February 23rd. They only have 2 victories against teams in conference play inside the tournament field. That's what happens when you beat up against teams like Minnesota, Michigan, Ohio State, teams that didn't even make it into the bracket, Rutgers. Man, just a no-show by one of these teams so far today. 60 plus watching. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and glad to have you guys join in, being a part here on the channel. Quick update, scoreboard update right now for you guys. Alabama up over Texas A&M Corpus Christi, 83-67. San Diego State looking for redemption from last year, losing by 1 against Creighton. SDSU leading Charleston 51-46. And Arizona, 1-point lead going into halftime against Princeton, 31-30. Arizona, a 1-point lead. Can you believe it? Absolutely wild. You can just see the big boy basketball physicality of Arkansas just taking over this game right now. I mean, it just doesn't look like any motivation on this Illinois team for anything. That's how the season has been for this squad. They've just been like a jumbled up type of group or so. And we've seen a lot already. The teams with the turnover problems are usually the teams that get out of the bracket quite early. And this has been a major issue today. 7 turnovers to just 3 total assists with under 4 minutes left to go before halftime for Illinois. I got Kansas very tight in that game. Very, very close. I think that's a close game. I think Arkansas is going to give all they can handle for Kansas. .350 left to go before halftime. Illinois at the free throw line. 2 shots. First one's good. Feel free to join in later tonight. I'll be covering Duke against Oral Roberts. 7:10 p.m. Yeah, things going pretty well. There's a wild game earlier today between West Virginia and Maryland. Second one's good by Terrence Shannon. Yeah, this team's got some big names on it for Illinois, but big names is one thing. It's just efficiency is another key. That's another key, and they've really struggled with shooting efficiency this season for this Illinois team. It's been a problem throughout Terrence Shannon's career, I know, is just been able to connect on shots. At the wing, Jordan Walsh will try a 3, missed off the back rim, and the rebound controlled by Dane Danger of Illinois. 3.5 left to go before halftime. Illinois with the ball. Sincere Harris. Bounce pass. Turnover. He wasn't even in position correctly with Dane Danger. He was turned on his backside. Walsh attacking right to the rim, and they will count it. And a 1 at the free throw line for Jordan Walsh. This Illinois team is just an absolute mess of a possession right there. They passed the basketball when Dane Danger was in the low post, not even facing the right direction. And now Sincere Harris has to check out of the game, and Brad Underwood giving him a straight-up talk about the last possession with that turnover, because he was the one who passed the basketball. It's just so much youth on this Illinois squad that we've seen against bigger, stronger youth, but men that's started to grow up for Arkansas, and they seem like they learned from their loss that they lost in the SEC tournament. It seems like they learned from that game so far. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Loose ball. Illinois comes up with a steal. Showing a lot of fight right now with Ty Rogers. Get that out of there. Huge rejection by Ricky Council as he denies Rogers at the rim. Skip pass. Left corner 3. Arkansas. Off the rim, no good. Looking for the putback dunk. Couldn't send it down by Council. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Hogs. Martha, thanks so much for joining in. Yep, I called that one. I said Furman over Virginia. Yeah, that was crazy. Virginia was leading with 12 minutes left to go. They were up by 12 points and blew it. 5 years ago to the date that Virginia lost against UMBC. 2:35 left to go before halftime. So UMBC, Ohio, and now Furman. That's 3 out of 4 first-round exits. So 3 out of 4 first-round exits. The other one landed themselves the national championship after they lost to the 16. Jumper bounces in by Terrence Shannon. 10-point game, Arkansas with possession. 2:15 left to go before halftime. Hogs have it now. At the top of the free throw circle, Mekhi Mitchell moves it back outside into the hands to Nick Smith. Smith dribbles up to the elbow. Moves it on top to Walsh. Walsh attacks inside the paint. Walsh lost it off his knee turnover. Wow. Walsh isn't happy about the call right there. He thought it was knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Illinois. Six turnovers by Arkansas, 8 by Illinois in the first half. We're down to the final 2 minutes. Illinois with possession. Terrence Shannon has it at the March Madness logo. Shannon guarded by Anthony Black. Shannon dribbles, attacks inside the paint. He gets blocked. It goes out of bounds. He got fouled, though. So referee is going to call the foul on Arkansas, and the band cannot believe it. The fans cannot believe it. On the last call, charge to the Hogs. Let's see. It's on number 15 for Arkansas. Yeah, that looks like all ball. Clearly, that looks like all ball. Mekhi Mitchell got called in the blocking foul. So this will be 2 free throws to the line for Terrence Shannon. But looking at the replay, that looked like it was completely all ball by Mekhi Mitchell. And they called him in the shooting foul. First one's good. So Illinois down by double digits, 30-18, have crawled themselves winning 9 right now. Second shot by Terrence Shannon coming up. And that's good as well. 8-point lead, Arkansas possession, minute 45 left to go before halftime. Jim Kahn, thanks so much for joining in. Arkansas going to slow down the tempo. Nick Smith. So we have a whistle and a foul. Away from the basketball, it's picked up by Illinois by R.J. Melendez. .133 remaining. This will send bonus free throws coming up 1-1 for Arkansas at the free throw line with Nick Smith. Nick Smith, 4 points today, scored in double figures his previous 7 games ever since getting back to the starting lineup. Missed the free throw, no good though. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound Illinois. Minute and a half left to go before halftime. Illinois just trying to see if they can get some momentum entering halftime right now. Fighting Illini. Top of the key, number 20, Ty Rogers. Rogers inside the key. Moves it out to the top. Hawkins, up fake, guarded by Walsh. Moves it out to the left wing. Minute 15 left to go. Illinois, their pass, almost intercepted. What a hustle play, Walsh. He flinged it the opposite direction, though, and it went out of bounds. Great hustle, though, by number 13 in white and red for Arkansas for Jordan Walsh. It will stay Illinois ball. Minute 7 left to go before half. Far side of the floor, Illinois will get the inbound. Goes over to Terrence Shannon. Shannon takes the 3. Shannon, that is well short, and he airballs it out of bounds. One minute left to play. Arkansas trying to snap a 2-minute scoring drought before halftime. Razorbacks with possession. Black at the free throw circle. Black with a step back. Black jumper, no good off the mark. Tipped up. Loose ball, rebound. Offensive board. Putback is good between 4 defenders by Kamani Johnson of Arkansas. What a play right there. 10-point lead for the Hogs in the timeout taken on the floor by Illinois. 36.6 seconds left to go. That's all hustle right on the offensive glass. So we see swarmed by 4 orange jerseys. Kamani Johnson off the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in and through for 2. Well, the first half for Arkansas here, 36-26. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action on the channel, play-by-play, college hoops, also NBA games. And welcome in being a part here on the channel today. And feel free to come on back later today. I plan on covering Oral Roberts against Duke, as that will tip off at around 7:10 later tonight. Illinois held to just 29% shooting from the floor currently. Arkansas +7 on the glass. 26-16 or 23-16 currently on the glass. Arkansas could be up even further if they were able to make their free throws. Just 58% at the free throw line at 7 for 12 right now. Largest lead was by 14 at one point. They got 4 seniors for Arkansas. Jalen Graham, and then the 2 Mitchell twins, and then Kamani Johnson. $10 points by Ricky Council. He is leading the way right now for the transfer from Wichita State. So he's the only player in the game with double figures scoring. 7 points by Anthony Black, Nick Smith with 4. Illinois top scorer Terrence Shannon with 8. Luke Good, the number 2 scorer off the bench with 6, making 2 threes. So Luke Good's made 2 out of the 3 made threes for Illinois today. Illinois is a team just 3 for 11 from the perimeter. Arkansas doesn't attempt too many threes. They're 1 for 4 in the game from 3. They're going to just pound it inside on you. Get to the rim for the Hogs. And they'll see if they can dominate the offensive glass. And so far, they are up on that number 7-2 on the offensive glass. That's a Providence hat, Joe. San Diego State leading Charleston 53-49. Arizona up at the half over Princeton 31-30. We'll keep you guys posted as Alabama in the final minute, and it's Texas A&M Corpus Christi 91-70. Been a tough physical game so far in this matchup. 36.6 seconds left to go before halftime. Arkansas 14 of 31 shooting. Illinois limited to just 8 of 28 from the floor. It'll be Illinois ball coming off after the inbound. Illinois gets the basketball. Ty Rogers at the left wing perimeter. He's defended by Ricky Council. Rogers. 12 on the shot clock. 24 on the game clock. Rogers dribbles back out to the March Madness logo. 8 on the shot clock. Rogers finally hands it off with 6 on the shot clock to Good. Hand off to Shannon. 4 seconds left to go. Shannon at the corner. This possession looking like it's too much time. Jumper to Key. Missed short. And the rebound back to Arkansas with 8 seconds. Loose ball. Backcourt. Illinois with a steal. Loose ball again in the backcourt. Arkansas with a steal. 3 seconds. Pass midcourt. Launching a prayer at the buzzer. And it hits rim short. And we go into halftime. It's Arkansas 36, Illinois 26. Anthony Black, the one who came out of the pack with a basketball, took the shot right after he crossed midcourt at the buzzer. That last possession, though, by Illinois, way too much time that they took right there. They didn't go into the first dribble handoff until there was like 8 seconds on the shot clock, and then they decided to go into another dribble handoff in the left corner when there's 2 seconds on the shot clock, and they make a pass to the Key when it hits the rim short as the clock expires on their time of possession. So we go into halftime right now, 36-26 the score. I'm going to flip over, see how the other games are doing. I know San Diego State and Charleston, they're playing each other right now. We'll update you guys in these scores throughout college hoops inside the tournament. Yeah, 2-point game. San Diego State leading Charleston 53-51. Charleston looking to tie it up, and I think they just did. That's a goaltend. Yes, it is. 53-53. Is San Diego State going to blow it? Are they going to blow it? Charleston with a steal. And then the goaltend of the opposite side. 53-53. 3:20 left to go between SDSU and Charleston. Wild. Absolutely wild first day of college hoops action. And San Diego State's offense, they're just absolutely anemic. Their offense is just one-sided. This team is brutal in the bracket. They are absolutely brutal. Charleston with it, with 2:45 left to go. Charleston's three is well off the mark. This is just, this game has been awful. So many bad shots that these teams have taken between SDSU and Charleston. And the winner of that game will take on Furman in the second round. I mean, Alabama got such a generous draw. It's just so crazy that they got that easy of a draw in the bracket, that they're gonna face either way. They got a mid-major in the Sweet 16. Unless Maryland wins that game in the second round, they're gonna have a mid-major to the Sweet 16 because Virginia lost. Yeah, I believe so. I think we hit 23.4 K today. So thanks so much all for the journey. It's incredible hitting 23.4 K. Let's see if we can get to 24. See if we can get to 24 towards the end of the tournament. That would be incredible. Yeah, Mountain West getting 4 bids into the bracket. That's an absolute shame. It's unfortunate. I think the selection committee needs to realize about this. Like, throughout my life growing up, I always saw the Mountain West just equal to the A10. And this year, the A10 got 1 bid. Like, honestly, you could probably put a team like... You could have put a team like Fordham against this San Diego State team, and it would be close, honestly. Like a upper tier A10 team. It's crazy. SDSU just scored a bucket, 55-53, with 2:10 left to play. And Charleston couldn't score a layup. They missed point-blank range at the rim for Charleston. Point-blank range underneath. 2 minutes left to go. Can SDSU finally be able to get over the hump and win a tournament game? Seco, their big man, number 33 with the basketball, unguarded at the top. 3-point shot, SDSU. Oh, it goes through. San Diego State with a lead as they extended by 5. 58-53. Will they be able to reverse the curse and finally win a first-round tournament game as Parrish makes the 3? Timeout taken by Charleston. 1:35 left to go. 2 years ago, Pat Kelsey hung in there against Villanova with a Winthrop squad. Charleston team hanging in close right now against San Diego State. I'm really interested to see how that Boise State Northwestern game goes later today. One thing you guys can do at halftime, let me know out in the chat, like, what was your toughest game out of like all the games of the round of 64? What was your toughest game to go back and forth between choosing? Let me know out in the bracket. Mine was Northwestern against Boise State. Like, I had no clue who to pick there. Northwestern in the tournament for the second time in program history. Boise State, they went last year, but they lost against Memphis last year in the bracket, which Memphis gave Gonzaga all they could handle. And that Boise State team, the coach's son is the top player on that Boise State team. They got 5 guys scoring in double figures, averaging double figures. Northwestern has 2 for players averaging in double figures, as Charleston missed a 3. Rebound by Seco of San Diego State. And San Diego State can start to smell it if they can not choke it here. Minute 15 left to go. SDSU and their defense holding Charleston to 7 for 27 shooting in the second half. But out of all the games, the toughest one for me to predict was Boise State against Northwestern. I looked at the Northwestern offensive numbers, and they were ranked in the 300s in total offense. They only got 2 players averaging double figures, Chase Audige and Boo Buie. And then I saw Boise State's got 5. Max Rice is the top scorer. He's the head coach's son, Leon Rice, the head coach for Boise State. 54.5 seconds left. Nate Mensah just picked up the personal foul for San Diego State. So Charleston still with a chance here. Charleston at the free throw line shooting in the double bonus. So 2 free throws by Charleston. 54.5 seconds left to play. Charleston 2 free throws at the line. And the first one is good. It drops in. Pringle, welcome on back. Yeah, it's been a lot of upsets so far. That Furman one really put a number into a lot of people. Yup, Duke and Oral Roberts. That should be an interesting one. I am interested to know. I'm going to be streaming that game. So I'll be streaming. That's the final one tonight. I'll be covering Duke Oral Roberts at 7:10. Oh, man. That is going to be interesting. If Oral Roberts is going to come out, see if they can make their threes, or if Duke's explosiveness downside is just going to be too big. The thing is that Oral Roberts got Connor Vanover 7'3". Be an interesting matchup. Both of the free throws good at the line for Charleston. 58-55. 40 seconds left to go. San Diego State going to slow down the basketball. It's under 40 seconds remaining. SDSU moves it around the perimeter. 3-point lead for the Aztecs. 5 in the shot clock. Can they have the knockout punch here for San Diego State? Shot clock going down. They take a 3. And it's an air ball. San Diego State air ball with 20. Oh, no. Yeah, it is. I think. Did he get fouled on the 3? Check that. Check that. He did. Oh, he did. He got fouled on the 3. Charleston falls the 3-point shooter. 3 free throws to the line for SDSU with 25 seconds. He got fouled on the 3 as it was an air ball. Yup, fouled as the shot clock expired on the 3-point shot. Matt Bradley, the transfer from Cal. Top scorer in the team for the past 2 seasons, shooting 3. First one is good. There's a player that can come through in crunch time situations. Is that dude, Matt Bradley. 25 seconds left. Reason why Cal had at least a manageable record last couple of seasons before this season and the year prior, for Cal being one of the worst teams, but Cal wasn't like at the bottom of all of college basketball because of Matt Bradley. Matt Bradley, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. They'll have one more. And it's good. Bradley makes 2 out of 3. 5-point lead, San Diego State with 25 seconds. That is massive. Redemption. Been a story so far. 20 seconds left to go for Charleston. Charleston only shoots 33% from 3-point range. Pass off to the cutter. Oh, they score a backdoor layup. 18 seconds left to go. 3-point game. And a timeout taken by Charleston. They're out of timeouts. So right now we're at halftime. Arkansas up over Illinois, 36-26. Just an update here on the other games that Charleston San Diego State game with 18 seconds left. It's San Diego State 60, Charleston 57. Arizona up over Princeton now 39-32 with under 16 minutes remaining. We'll keep you guys posted on that score, and then we're at halftime currently. San Diego State has the number 2 defense in perimeter D this season. Charleston, they attempt the second most threes out of any team in the country. And looks like the defense has the chance to pull out the W in this matchup. It's going to be San Diego State basketball. 18 seconds remaining. 3-point lead for the Aztecs. Just looking to finally get over the hump for this team. The big key for SDSU is that if you win this game, if you come out of this game, it's not much of a difference for your next opponent there. You got Furman, a lot of similarities between Charleston and Furman stylistically. Both of those teams shoot the three very often. Furman ranks inside the top 20 in three-point shooting attempts per game, whereas Charleston ranks inside Charleston second in the nation in three-point shooting attempts. So stylistically, you'll have a lot of the game plan probably carried over from this game into your next game if SDSU is able to escape with a win. Same thing goes with Pitt as well. Pitt also has an extra day to prepare. They won against Mississippi State on Tuesday in the first 4. Pittsburgh takes on Iowa State. Same type of stylistic type of team, defensive-minded, but that Iowa State team, they're a little bit smaller in size, but they're physically tougher. They are tougher, and they are just as good defensively as Mississippi State, if not better. And offensively, they are better, Iowa State, but they're still like a one-dimensional team, all defense, not much offense. SDSU at the free throw line, 13.5 seconds left. 60-57, the Aztecs. Warren, what's good? Welcome back in the stream. Yeah, I was going back and forth with Auburn, Iowa. I took Iowa in that game. Auburn's really been struggling as of late for them. I think they won 3 games in their last, 11 for Auburn. That's a home game, though. That's the thing for Auburn. So they're going to be very well represented. SDSU missed the second free throw. Charleston needs a quick bucket. 6 seconds. No good. They missed the shot inside the key. San Diego State with a rebound. Clock keeps on winding down. Oh, that's masterful. SDSU plays keep away inside the paint, and they just won the game. Charleston had 5 seconds to foul. They did not foul, and San Diego State is going to win the game. Brian Dutcher finally comes through with a W for SDSU as they're going to move on and take on Furman in the second round. They're just playing keep away underneath the rim with a basketball. Once they get the rebound, there was 3 black jerseys surrounding the rebounder for SDSU, just pivoting, trying to avoid those players. 0.7 left to go. Once again, we have a 31-win team in the bracket who didn't play many good teams. And that has been the case. They gave them all they could handle. When I looked at Charleston, I've been saying for weeks I just wasn't convinced because they had only played one team of a Power 5 on the road. That was at UNC when they gave up 100. Both of the free throws good. San Diego State going to the round of 32 as they pull off the W over Charleston. 63-57 the final score as the Aztecs win the 5 versus 12 matchup. That's wild. Will, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. So STSU, right back to the blueprint for them for their next game. stylistically, they'll take on a Furman team that shoots a ton of threes. They're efficient at the rim for Furman. They're the best two-point shooting team in the nation this season for Furman. They got a lot of athletic wings in that team that can attack you from different angles for that Furman squad. But the difference between Furman and Charleston was that Furman is the better, efficient three-point shooting team for them. Arizona, tight game against Princeton right now, 41-35. Arizona leading with 14 minutes left to play over Princeton. Check on the bracket here. Arizona would take on Mizzou in that 2 versus 7 matchup on Saturday. And Princeton's right there. They have 14 minutes left to go in that game. 41 points for Arizona. 41 points in the first 26 minutes of action. That's not a good sign for Arizona. That Princeton's been able to slow down this game and keep them within striking range right now. And Arizona just turned it over. Arizona with a bad turnover. That's the reason why I think Missouri definitely has a chance. Missouri, top 10 in the nation in steals per game. Princeton with a big strip off Kirk Kriisa as they're able to get back the basketball. Princeton's only made 2 buckets in the first 6 seconds in the second half, but they're still there, just down by 6. And they have a point forward leading this team. Princeton missed the 3. A good look, but couldn't send it down. This Arizona team certainly beatable. They lost against Stanford by 11. Yes, Ivy has been able to pull off upsets. I think Princeton, did they beat Kentucky, or maybe they kept it close? I remember. That was like the last decade, I remember. I feel like Princeton before has been there, done that for them, maybe in the 90s. I'm going to see. We're about to get rolling for the second half in just a moment. Okay, so it was. Thanks so much for the update, Donovan McCrab. Yeah, I'm trying to jog my memory back about that. I remember it's in the 2010s, I believe, someplace. All right, so we're going to start the second half of action here in just a moment. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys join in, being a part here on the channel today. I'm going to see if I can jog my memory back and see about the Ivy, where they've pulled off upsets to previous brackets. Wow. Harvard was a 14. New Mexico was a 3 back in 2013. Wow. I think that was when Kawhi was playing at San Diego State. And New Mexico was at the top of their conference. It was New Mexico and SDSU constantly in like the early 2010s. Inside the top 25. And Harvard, that might have been a Jeremy Lin team that won that game. They were a 14 seed in 2013. Yeah, Princeton beat UCLA in 1996. Princeton was the 13, UCLA was the 4. Harvard beat Cincinnati in 2014. Harvard was the 12. Cincy was the 5. Yale beat Baylor 2016. That's right. I remember that. Yale beat Baylor. And that was on... Oh, no, Little Rock. Arkansas Little Rock. They had that ridiculous record that year, and they beat Purdue in double overtime. Wow. All right, so here we go. Back to action. Left to right on the floor. Arkansas is the basketball as we start off the second half. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Arkansas with it. Devo Davis attacks downhill right to the rim. He scores up and through. Good for two. 12-point lead now for the Hogs. Taking all that momentum right into the second half. They do not want to pull off what they did in the SEC tournament. Up by double digits. Lost against Texas A&M. Illinois down by 12, going to have to start to find their shot if they want to come back in this matchup. The problem spot being is that Illinois ranks in the 300 and three-point shooting percentage. They keep on taking threes, and they miss one right there with Coleman Hawkins. Rebound back to Arkansas. 19-15 left to go in the second. Hogs will slow down tempo. Out to the top of the key, it goes to Council. Council dribbles up inside the key. Council up fake on Hawkins, slides it out to the left wing perimeter. Anthony Black lobs it out on top over to Council. Council moves it out to the right wing perimeter. 19 minutes left to go for Arkansas. Back on top, towards his left and the outside, over to Council. Euro step inside, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Hawkins for Illinois. Under 19 minutes remaining. Illinois with possession. Lob down low. Dane Danger puts it up and got fouled. Danger targets Kamani Johnson. It will be 2 free throws coming up at the line. Hey, there we go from Mikey. Looking good. 18:47 left to go. Illinois at the free throw line. 2 shots with Dane Danger. Wow, down to 2.21% perfect brackets. First one at the free throw line, no good. Missed off the mark by Danger. Yeah, once we get on the next timeout, I'm actually going to shut down the shade in front of me because the sun finally started to show up, and it's kind of in my eyes, so I'll wait here until we get to the first timeout of the game. Second free throw missed. They go 0 for 2 that trip at the line. Yeah, out of nowhere, the sun just popped up right in front of me. Arkansas with a possession. Top of the key for the Hogs. Handoff to Anthony Black. Black moves it out to the left wing perimeter. Nick Smith back over to Black, top of the key. Black dribbles, drives inside the key. Black saves it at the corner. Black floats the pass on top. 6 in the shot clock. Deep range 3 from the logo. Missed by Arkansas. Rebound controlled by R.J. Melendez for Illinois. 18-15 remaining. Illinois will try a 3. Hawkins from deep. He's got it. Gonna need a bunch of those to come on back in this game. 9-point game now with 18 minutes left. Arkansas with possession. Bounce pass, it goes to Devontae Davis. Davis at the top of the key. Davis hands it off to Ricky Council. Moves it out to the baseline. Jumper, baseline, off the back rim. No good. Arkansas going cold as of late. Rebound Illinois. Illinois still winning tracking distance. Passing over to a cutter. They score up and in off the backboard. Terrence Shannon running the floor. 38-31. Illinois showing signs of life right now. Terrence Shannon, first player to double figures with 10. 17.5 left to go. Arkansas with the ball, Devontae Davis. Davis dribbles up to the right elbow. Davis back out to the perimeter. 12 in the shot clock. Davis guarded by Meyer on the outside. They push it out to the baseline. Bounce pass Davis in the middle. Up fake on Meyer. Davis 5 in the shot clock. Davis jumper. Turn around. Missed off the rim. A rebound control by Hawkins. Here goes Illinois. Illinois with it at the top. Hawkins. Hawkins inside the key. Hawkins puts it up. He gets blocked. And it goes out of bounds with 17:04 left to go. Yeah, I'm just going to put down the shade in front of me. It's got a lot of sun just popped through out the window. So 1 second here. I'm just going to go on the brake slide for a moment. All right, both of the free throws good at the line, 38-33. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Yeah, that should look better now. I put down the shades. The sun wasn't coming through as much. 17 minutes left to go. Arkansas has it inside of Keogh. Nice play make right there. Up and in off the glass is Kamani Johnson who scores the layup. Nice little dump off down low there for the Hogs. Plus the foul as well. One free throw coming up for Arkansas. See here the replay. Oh, that's beautiful. Devontae Davis. Nice little pass down low over to Kamani Johnson. Juicy, welcome to the stream. If you guys are new on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, college hoops, NBA. Free throw. Good by Kamani Johnson. 8-point Arkansas lead. 16:45 left to go. Ricky Council, the top scorer for Arkansas. He's got 10. Arkansas, 8 separate scores so far today. 8 points by Devontae Davis, 7 by Anthony Black. Kamani Johnson's got 5. Illinois with possession. Far side of the floor. Illinois turns it over. Meyer couldn't keep it out in front. Fighting Illini, struggling with turnovers. Matthew Meyer really struggling from 3. Last 2 games, he is 1 for 15 from 3-point range entering today, and today is 0 for 3 from the perimeter. So not having his energy drinks right beside him from Meyer, needed 5 of those in a loss after Ohio State. And a turnover by Arkansas on the opposite end. Illinois turns it over right back. Whenever they've had the momentum in this game, this Illinois team has just crushed themselves. They're just so erratic. 11 turnovers in this game for Illinois. 16:15 left to go. Arkansas with a possession. Black dribbles at the low block, shovels it downhill underneath the hoop, and Kamani Johnson got blocked. Danger came up with a block for Illinois. Fighting Illini with the ball. 16 minutes left to go past midcourt. Lob goes out to the elbow. Danger, spin move inside the key, and he gets fouled. They're going to call it on Kamani Johnson. The clock will stop with 15:55. Okay, yeah, I got you there, Donovan McCrabb. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a win or it was a loss. But yeah, Kentucky narrowly escaping Princeton in 2011. Yeah, I'm trying to jog my memory back. Yep, so Yale over Baylor. We take the timeout on the floor. 15:55 left to go. If you guys would like to join in for Duke versus Oral Roberts later tonight at 7:10 p.m. Eastern, feel free to do so. I'll be back on the call for that game. Quick update on the scoreboard currently. Arizona leading Princeton 49-41. That's the only other game going on at the moment. The Princeton hanging in there, keeping it close with under 9 minutes left to play. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified for future live streams I cover here, play-by-play basketball action, college hoops, NBA on the channel. There's so much talent on both sides of the floor in this matchup. Just Arkansas, they've gone deeper with these teams before in the bracket. Added in a really young roster for them in the offseason, but brought in one of the top recruiting classes in all college hoops. They look good when you get 6 guys that's like mainly you got like 6 threats that can score with the ball or so for the Hogs now. That they had Council coming off the bench entering today's matchup. He got the start though today for Ricky Council. They had Jordan Walsh coming off the bench, but a lot of these guys, since they dealt with injuries this season, they were able to have different players in and out of the starting lineup and have a lot of playing time, and now they get their roster most intact for most of the players playing together right now because Nick Smith is back. 15 and a half left to go. Arkansas with possession. Devontae Davis, 10 in the shot clock, dribbles back out to the top of the key. Devo, 8 in the shot clock, dribbles up inside the key. Davis takes the jumper, got blocked though from the side by Matthew Meyer. Illinois down by 8. They gotta go. If they want to make it a game, they take it coast to coast, get the layup in the bucket. It's good, plus the foul. Terrence Shannon draws winning 6. So Illinois down by double digits for a little bit of this game, able to come on back. They put themselves winning 6 right now. Terrence Shannon off the block by Meyer, took it the distance, and the foul. Ethan, what's good? Welcome back in, man. Yeah, good to see that this is getting to be a great game right now. Terrence Shannon Jr. up to 12 points, the leading scorer for Illinois. One shot by Shannon, it's good. By the way, Princeton is down 3 against Arizona. 51-48 with 6:20 left to play. Arizona 3-point lead against Princeton. 15 minutes left to go. Arkansas with the ball inside the key. And they will draw the shooting foul. Anthony Black heading to the free throw line, shooting 2 with 15 minutes left to go. That's on Terrence Shannon, and they call the blocking foul. So big wow if you guys are joining us there with the Arizona-Princeton game really close. We'll keep you guys posted on that. Princeton might be the new St. Peter's. By the way, they're the Jersey boys. Teams to watch out in the bracket: Princeton and FDU. They're Jersey boys in the brackets, looking to pull off big upsets in March Madness. First shot missed by Black, second one's good. Arkansas by 6. 15 minutes left. Illinois with the ball. Coleman Hawkins, top of the key, puts into the hands to Shannon. Shannon moves over to Danger around the perimeter. Danger hands it off. Coleman Hawkins turns the corner, spin inside the key. Hawkins, double team, turn around, tough shot, missed off the rim, tipped up, and Arkansas comes out with a defensive rebound. Hogs have it by 6. Arkansas with Council. Moves it back outside. Into the hands now to Black. Black, drive, kick, corner, 3, Devontae Davis. Oh, he hits it. Devo from downtown at the right corner drills the 3 ball for the Hogs. 14-15 left to go. Illinois needs to match those threes. They failed to do so today. Illinois just 29% from 3. Arkansas as well, but Arkansas has been able to pound it inside. Illinois getting pressured around the logo. Coleman Hawkins at the left wing, guarded by Walsh. Walsh trying to come up with a steal. He does. Here goes Jordan Walsh. 2-on-1. Jordan Walsh attacking right to the rim. Around the tip-in. It is in. Devontae Davis cleans it up for 2 more for Pig Suey. And Arkansas leads by 11. 47-36. Points off turnover has been a big key for the Hogs tonight. 13 points for Arkansas scored off Illinois turnovers. 12th turnover of the game by Illinois. Bounce pass to Dane Danger. We have a reach and fall picked up by Arkansas. I think we really got to be looking at this in the future. Brad Underwood should be in the same talk as Chris Holtmann right now. That is, you're on the hot seat. And nobody in the media is talking about it. Nobody. This Illinois team, when it comes to tournament time, they severely underachieve year after year after year. 2 years ago, they were the number 1 seed with Ayo Dosunmu and lost against Loyola Chicago. They haven't been to a second weekend in forever. And last year, they were the better seed in both of their brackets. And they got bounced out in the second round. Like, nobody from the media is talking about it. Like, this Illinois team this season didn't really have much discipline on it. Because when I go through my bracket predictions videos, I'll talk about, like, all the teams and stuff like that. And last year I talked about how like Michigan with that team, because they're a head coach, they had no self-discipline. We'll have to see how that goes throughout next couple seasons with Jawan over there. That's a missed corner three by Illinois. The numbers tell it for yourself. If you can't make threes to begin with, why are you shooting so many of them per game for Illinois as Arkansas gets fouled? 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Arkansas by Nick Smith. And see, this is different for Arkansas because this Arkansas team, they know that they can't make threes. So what do? They attack you. For Arkansas, they are a 2-point oriented team, and their job is to get inside, get downhill, get to the free throw line. And that's why Muss gets his team deep in the bracket, because they want to take out the other teams that don't have much depth. They want to put you in foul trouble. And that's what they're trying to do to Illinois right now in this matchup, as Illinois picks up their 3rd personal. First one good at the free throw line, 13-10 remaining. Second one, that is right down the middle by Nick Smith. Solid contributions all over the map for Arkansas in this game. 8 separate scores for the Hogs, 13 points by Devontae Davis, 10 points by Ricky Council. And Kansas is going to have to get the best performance out of everybody on their team, because this Arkansas team, they know how to take you out when you're not as much of a deep team. They know how to put you into foul trouble. They're a 2-point oriented type of team for them, and attack and attack and attack at the rim. They're going to be a tough out in the bracket. And if everything clicks, because this was a top 10 preseason team too for Arkansas, this team could get dangerous if they slip past the 1. I was going to see if they upset Kansas, they probably take on either UConn, VCU, St. Mary's, or Iona, barring what happens out in that pod, if they're able to get past Kansas. 12.5 left to go. Arkansas by 13 with the basketball. Arkansas down inside the low post, inside the key. They score up and in off the glass for 2 more by Mekhi Mitchell. 51-36. Mekhi Mitchell now with 4 points. Everybody down the lineup making a contribution today in this Illinois team. They're just not with the flow. They haven't been with the flow throughout the late stage of the season. 1-3 record last 4 games. Only win came in double overtime against Michigan, entering the bracket for Illinois. They need a double OT against Michigan. So we take the time out on the floor. And who knows, honestly, if Illinois loses that game against Michigan, who knows if they're even in the tournament, honestly. We might be discussing, if Michigan had won that game, we might have seen Michigan in the bracket on Selection Sunday if Michigan had won that game, because they'd have one better game towards their record in the standings. Yep. Yeah, the thing about that is, number 1, Ohio State's defense was terrible. Number 2, Ohio State had 2 players on their team, basically, that carry them. Dwayne Washington Jr. and E.J. Liddell, if I'm not mistaken. And that Ohio State team, they do remind me of Indiana from this year, where Indiana has 2 players carrying the team. Trace Jackson Davis, Jalen Hood Schifino. Except Indiana's a better defensive team than that Ohio State team from 2 years ago that lost to Oral Roberts. But that's one thing that never goes far in the bracket is duos. Because if you just have number 1 and 2 options, but you don't have any more depth, if you got 2 guys that's averaging like 20 and 15, and then the rest of your team averaging like 7, 6, 5, 4, then you have no other options besides your number 1 and number 2. So if you get stopped on those options, then good luck. Oh, by the way, I'll be back for Oral Roberts Duke. We're going to have a guest for that one on the stream as well, so stay tuned. 12:23 left to go. We'll have a guest on that stream coming up later today. Quick update here with a scoreboard on the bracket. Arizona, Princeton, close. 55-52 Zona. With under 4 left to play, we'll keep you posted. That is concerning. Very, very concerning. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to join in here, be a part on the channel. And man, tonight's stream should be wild. Tomorrow, 3 streams I have planned. Michigan State, USC. First game at 12:10 p.m. Followed up by the mid-afternoon game, Creighton against NC State. That should be a good one in the 6 versus 11. And then the one we've been waiting for, PC, Providence against Kentucky. 7:10 p.m. tomorrow night. In the other 11 versus 6 matchup. Back to action. Arkansas has it. Pass down low off one dribble. Underneath the hoop. They put it up. Rejected by Coleman Hawkins to the corner. Arkansas tried to save it. Went out of bounds though. Under 12 minutes left to play. It will be Illinois ball. And we'll take the under 12 media timeout as well. So under 12 minutes media timeout right now. Wild. %23 of brackets picked Purdue to lose before the Sweet 16. So I'm looking to see if Purdue's going to respond to that. You got to get past these tough teams from Jersey, though, right now. Princeton, giving Arizona issues from Princeton, New Jersey. Fairleigh Dickinson from New Jersey going to take on Purdue tomorrow. Yeah, I hope so, man. Penn State's playing at like 10 o'clock at night tonight. Yeah, the bracket did Penn State no justice for them putting them at 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, Jersey boys just built different. Yeah, there's been a lot of inconsistency with this team this year for Illinois. One of their key freshman players, Sky Clark, he also went to the transfer portal for him. So I think Illinois' coach definitely on the hot seat, especially if they lose this game by double digits, because now that's 3 years in a row that they fail to make the second weekend if they can't come out of here with a W. Like, as long as they keep this game close, I mean, it would be different for Brad Underwood if they kept this game close. But I think now, since we're in the offseason, they really, really need to analyze and look to see if Brad Underwood is the right coach for this program in the future. This Illinois team, every single year, they have all the talents. They just can't put it together. Bounced out as a 1 seed against Loyola Chicago with Ayo DeSumo 2 years ago. Bounced out last year as the 4 seed against Houston. They almost lost against Chattanooga. Chattanooga, I think they had a late turnover that cost them the game last year. They could have very well won. Back to action, Illinois takes a 3. They missed it. And they get the offensive rebound. Hawkins swings it down low, and the bucket's good by Illinois back from the timeouts. That's number 20, Ty Rogers. 13-point game. Arkansas with possession, 11:30 left to go. At the right wing perimeter, it's Devontae Davis. He has been stellar today. Davis dribbles towards his left, and yep, Arizona only a 1-point lead, 55-54 with 2:10 remaining. We'll keep you guys posted here on that score. Nick Smith moves it out to the corner, back into the hands of Smith. 5 in the shot clock for Smith. Over to Walsh. Walsh at the low block. Walsh, fall away, tough shot. Grazed the rim. Offensive rebound, they put it up. No good off the front rim by Makai Mitchell. He got fouled though. Hawkins picks up the personal foul. And there'll be 2 free throws coming up, I believe, by Mekhi Mitchell. That hit the rim. Did it get... Is that a goaltend? Did it... Yeah, it is a goaltend. Wow, they call it a goaltend. It went off the fingertips of Coleman Hawkins, so they will give him the goaltend. Wow. So they will give him the goaltend right there. And Arkansas able to get another quick bucket, too. 55-38, Mekhi Mitchell. Able to get the 2. Corner 3, Illinois in panic mode right now. Around the rim and out. Tap to the bounds. Last touch by Illinois. Princeton has just taken the lead, 56-55. See, that's what lacks for Arizona all season long. They go through two big dudes, Tubelis and Ballo, but their guard play has been horrendous this season. Their defense has been awful. Like, how are they scoring 55 points when they're a top 10 scoring team in the nation? That's ridiculous for Arizona. 10:20 left to go. 3 at the wing for Arkansas. Halfway down, no good. Around the rim and out. Rebound pulled down by Illinois. Illinois in deep trouble, trailing by 17. As we approach the midway portion of the second half. We'll keep you guys posted on Princeton, Arizona. Double team at the baseline, stolen away. Far side of the floor in the corner by Arkansas. Nick Smith came up with a steal. A lot of things need to be addressed in this offseason. Starts with a head coaching position for Illinois. Step back 3 in the air. Off the rim, no good. Tipped up far side of the floor. Jordan Walsh tried to save it. Went into the bench, though. And it's going to be Illinois ball. We're going to flip this on to Princeton, Arizona right now. Because I want to see history made. We'll get you guys just a scoreboard rundown of Arkansas, Illinois for the next minute or two. I'll keep you guys updated more on Princeton, Arizona right now. But we got 55-38 Arkansas with under 10 minutes left to play in this game currently. Arizona down by 1 against Princeton, 56-55. Arizona just burned a timeout. Both of the teams out of timeouts. There's 50 seconds left to play. Princeton, from the Ivy League, did not schedule a Power 5 school, did not schedule a team from outside the East Coast. Princeton, with a chance to be another Jersey Boys type of team that can make a run, and watch out for Fairleigh Dickinson tomorrow. Purdue has been put on notice. 9.5 left to play. Illinois with the basketball. Kick out to the wing, up fake. Slide to the left with a 3. That's good by R.J. Melendez as he makes the 3 for Illinois. Approaching the 9-minute mark left to play. Arkansas with possession. Nick Smith moves it out to the top of the free throw circle. Hand off from Kamani Johnson to Smith. Smith inside the key. Smith puts it up off the glass. No good. A rebound controlled by Luke Good of Illinois. Down to 9 minutes left to go. Yep, both of them are from New Jersey. Same as Fairleigh Dickinson, by the way. Baseline, Illinois goes into the bucket. Cutting it a little bit right now with about 8:30 left to play. R.J. Melendez back-to-back buckets. Arkansas with possession. At the right wing perimeter, Anthony Black. Black, 10 on the shot clock. Moves it out across the floor. Into the hands of Kamani Johnson. Back over to Black. Black inside the key. Black floats it up. Missed off the back rim. And Illinois snags the defensive rebound. Going to switch over to this Arizona game right now. Is Princeton, Arizona in the final 40 seconds. 56-55. Princeton's got the basketball. So we'll just have the scoreboard update for this one. As Illinois takes a 3. They draw a win at 9. 25 seconds in the Princeton-Arizona game. Princeton looking to go up. Princeton, no good. He got fouled. With 21.7 seconds remaining, Princeton is going to head to the free throw line. Princeton, 2 shots coming up as they are up by 1. Princeton able to draw the blocking foul. 8 minutes left to go between Arkansas and Illinois. Princeton makes the first one. Princeton leads 57-55. And we're stopped with 8:02 left. So we're stopped with 8:02 remaining in Arkansas versus Illinois. So Arkansas, Illinois is on a timeout either way. We're going to get that timeout slide up. Princeton makes both of the free throws. Arizona needs a 3. Arizona needs a 3. 2-point oriented shooting team. You need a 3. What do you do here? They don't have the knockdown perimeter shooting on this team. They're stuck in the corner. 14 seconds. Arizona dribbles back for a 3. On the air ball, a 3. Ballo tries to save it. To Bellis. Out to the wing. Arizona. 7 seconds. Oh, they miss another one. Princeton comes up with a rebound. Princeton, the Cinderella. Those Jersey boys built different. Arizona ain't cut from March Madness. They choke, they choke, they choke. Year after year after year. 2 front court dudes, 0 guard play. That's the season in a nutshell for a team that lost against Stanford, a team that lost against Oregon by double digits. This team can lose to anybody in the country, and they lose against Princeton. Those Jersey boys built different. Arizona loses against Princeton. 3 seconds. Tosan, their point forward, at the free throw line. Tosan. Off the back rim, it goes in. 4-point lead. The Jersey boys are built different. Look out for Fairleigh Dickinson tomorrow. Princeton from the Ivy. Princeton, the team that did not schedule a Power 5 school. Princeton, the team that only played teams from the East Coast. Princeton beats the West Coast team. Arizona lost against Stanford by 11. You can lose against anybody. Virginia lost against Boston College, scored 48 points. BC lost against New Hampshire and Maine. You can lose against anybody. Look at that. Virginia lost against Furman. Arizona lost against Princeton. Final 59-55 Princeton. Princeton beats Arizona. The 2 big boys ain't enough in March as the guard play 0 on that Arizona team this season. Courtney Ramey again choked in March. Choked against Abilene Christian. Choked again against Princeton. 7:50 left to play. Arkansas by 9 as we get back to action. Wild. Absolutely wild. Inbound for Arkansas. You can lose against, if you lose against anybody, if you lose to a mid-major, you can lose against anybody. And that's what the story has been throughout the brackets. If you are Xavier, you lost against DePaul. Are you going to lose against Kennesaw State? That's the question. You're Iowa. You lost against Eastern Illinois. You got an 8-9 matchup, so you're lucky. So it's not like you're a top dog in that game. So looking around at the bracket here. Arkansas at the free throw line. Both of them are good. 57-46. 7:45 left to go. Texas A&M lost against Wofford. They're taking on Penn State, though. Yeah, that's basically the clear out of the bunch. Gonzaga did lose against Loyola Marymount. That would be shocking if they lost against Grand Canyon. Arizona lost against Stanford, though. Virginia lost against Boston College. Guess what? Both of them get upset in the first round today. Bound to happen just like that. Reverse hand layup, it's good. Up and in off the glass by Illinois. 7:10 left to go. 10-2 run by the Fighting Illini to get themselves winning 9. Arkansas with a possession. Arkansas floats up the shot. Gutted the drop. It's good for 2 by Anthony Black. Under 7 minutes left to play. Black today, he's up to 12 points currently. Number 2 score behind Devontae Davis with 13. Dane Danger roll to the bucket. He scores up and in off the backboard. 9-point game. 6:40 on the clock right now. Arkansas with a possession. At the left wing perimeter, Anthony Black. I think it's Kent State. I think we're looking at Kent State tomorrow as the big next one, but there's probably going to be somebody else. Wouldn't be shocked if it's Kennesaw State because Xavier had lost against DePaul. Xavier almost lost against DePaul in the Big East tournament. Arkansas with it, 9-point game. Arkansas going to slow down the basketball. Devontae Davis has it at the top of the key for Arkansas. 6 minutes left to play. Davis, 10 on the shot clock. Davis dribbles, dumps it out to the corner. Jordan Walsh. Walsh, spin move, kick out to the wing. Davis takes the jumper, fade away. Oh, he hits it. Devo for the triple, fading away. It's 62-50 Arkansas. 5:40 left to go. Devontae Davis, the X factor in this one. For the Hogs, he's got 16, the top scorer. Illinois with the ball. 5:30 left to go as they circle around. A ton of dribbling for the Fighting Illini. Dane Danger, one dribble, turns it over. That's been the story of the game. Turnover by Illinois. Arkansas going to slow down tempo. Anthony Black, pass midcourt for the Hogs. 5:15 remaining. Funny part about it is that I don't have any of those teams going far, Purdue or Arizona, in the first place. Inside the key, loose ball, and scooped up by Illinois. I know a bunch of people took them to, like, Final Four. Inside, Illinois, dump off down low, and Dane Danger gets fouled. Clock will stop with 4:50. Yeah, I don't think there's any, barely any perfect brackets after that, I would imagine. Devontae Davis, great game for him today, for Devo. 16 points by Davis, 4:50 left to go. So if you guys are just joining in, Princeton just did the unthinkable and topped off Arizona. Princeton with a W over Arizona. Brackets already crushed. Free throws at the line. First one good for Illinois. Make sure to join in for Duke versus Oral Roberts later today, as I'll be back in the call for that one. Illinois will have another one at the free throw line coming up. Yeah, same with me, Ethan. I had talked about it on my streams throughout that, like the last couple of weeks, I wasn't going to take Arizona far whatsoever, and I've just seen it. I've seen it this year. Last year's team made it to the Sweet 16, and analytically they looked incredible on paper, and this year's team was by far worse without Koloko and Matherin this year. So one more free throw by Illinois, 4:50 in the clock. And the free throw is good. 62-52 with 4:50 remaining. Substitutions now. Dane Danger will check out of the game for Illinois. This is just disappointing for Illinois. Really disappointing for this team. And their head coach, they have to really just take a look at the situation for him in the future, because this will be 3 straight tournaments, 3 straight weekends that they can't make it to the second weekend for Illinois. Arkansas with the ball slows it down. Devontae Davis, 10-point lead for the Hogs. Davis draws a double team. Bounce pass over to his right to Mekhi Mitchell. Moves it out to Walsh at the wing. Walsh, handoff around the perimeter. Nick Smith. 5 in the shot clock. Nick Smith, top of the key. Smith swings it out to the left wing. Devo takes a 3. Off the front, no good. Rebound control by Illinois. Illinois with 4:15 on the clock. They gotta go right to the rim to get fouled. And number 0, Terrence Shannon, will shoot 2 at the line. Hey, thanks so much, Ethan, for joining in, man. I'll see you back later today for Oral Roberts Duke. And we plan on having a guest for that stream, by the way. So if you guys would like to come back under an hour from now, Oral Roberts versus Duke, special guest on that stream. We might even bring in a pet for this stream as well if he's good. We might. Hope he's not bad and wrecks the equipment beforehand. 79% at the free throw line. We might bring in a pet here during the next timeout. First one missed at the line for Shannon. Second one skipped around and it's in. See, I wasn't brave enough to pick that Princeton-Arizona upset, but if it was Colgate, I would have fired a Colgate right in there, knowing their previous tournament history. And they would have been more than capable, too. I bet you. For Colgate. It's incredible that Princeton pulled off that upset. 9-point game, 4 minutes left to go. Arkansas looking to just close it out. Inside the key, loose ball picked up by Walsh. 2 on the shot clock. Walsh, jumper, 15-footer, air ball. And it will go back to Illinois. Went off the rim. Illinois came up with a rebound. Illinois got to go. They got to go right to the rim. They do. Off the glass, no good. It's going to be a blocking fall, though. Sincere Harris, 2 free throws coming up for Illinois. And we will take the timeout on the floor as well. 3:37 left to play. Remaining Arkansas looking to hold on and move on as they're up by 9 over Illinois. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. We might bring in somebody here for somebody into the stream. We'll see if he behaves or not. Maybe not. Come on, boy. But, yeah, it's actually not a turtle. We got a doggy right here with me. So, this is the neighbor's golden retriever that we have. I'll put that on the... I'll have to go back to the timeout slide probably. Yep, there he is. Because I have the scoreboard blocking out the other one. Yeah, so my neighbor has a golden retriever, so we take care of him on the weekdays until he gets back home from work. His name is Nico. He's a good puppy. It's a nice golden retriever. We might have Mr. Tops pop in for the late night stream tonight if he's still awake for Mr. Tops, the tortoise. 3:37 left to go. This is the last game of the afternoon games, and then the action picks up again with Auburn, Iowa at 6:50. We'll be back on live around 7:10 for Oral Roberts versus Duke. So I'll be back for Oral Roberts versus Duke at 7:10, so feel free to stop on board. There'll be a lot of great games during that time. This is what we got for the night window of games. 4 games going on at once, starting off with Auburn, Iowa. The next game up, that's at 6:50. The game that I'll be streaming next, Oral Roberts Duke at 7:10. Colgate, the 15 seed, taking on Texas at 7:25. And then Boise State, the 10 seed, taking on Northwestern at 7:35. So that's what we got for windows there in the night windows, followed by the evening window games. I won't be covering these late games tonight, but this is what they got for the 4 late games. Northern Kentucky against Houston, the 16 against 1 Louisiana, the 13 against the 4 Tennessee. Penn State against Texas A&M, the 10-7. And then the nightcap is UNC Asheville against UCLA at, that one's late. That's very late. 10:05 p.m. tip-off time. Hey, there we go, Arco. All right, so here we go. We get back to action. Illinois, down by 9. Sincere Harris at the free throw line. 3:37 left to go as we come back from the timeout. First one missed at the line for Harris. Second one missed off the back rim. Missed free throws have been a problem itself in this game today. A lot of trouble for Illinois. 15 total turnovers. 7 missed free throws. They're just 65% at the free throw line and 6 for 11 in the second half. So many ways that you can win the game, and they're just crushing themselves today. And their top scorer only has 10 points. Arkansas slows down the basketball. 3:15 on the clock, 5 in the shot clock for the Hogs. And they lost it, turnover. Illinois comes up with a steal. Very well in striking distance if you can make a 3, but they're 6 of 20 today from downtown. Illinois top of the key, Coleman Hawkins. Hawkins just standing around looking for somebody to get open, finally makes the pass to his right. Illinois with it at the top. Under 3 minutes left to go. Hawkins dribbles up to the elbow. Hawkins guarded by Mekhi Mitchell. Hawkins, his pass, intercepted inside the key. It's Anthony Black who comes up with a steal. 2-on-1 float to the over the top. Alley-oop opportunity. No good by Arkansas. Illinois comes up with the ball. Illini have it inside, and they will draw the foul. So this will be 2 coming up at the free throw line for Illinois. The clock will stop with 2:36. Shooting foul on the floor picked up by Arkansas's defense. Yeah, they had a transitional play. They should have threw it down for the alley-oop jam. That would have just sent them packing. That would have been the punch home right there if Arkansas had converted on the alley-oop. Terrence Shannon, 2 shots at the free throw line, 79% free throw shooter. As we are down to 2:36 on the clock. First one is good. Illinois hanging in there. They were down by 14 points. They've had opportunities at least to get this game closer, but they've blown them. 16 total turnovers, 7 missed free throws. Missing 14 threes in the game for Illinois. Second shot's good by Shannon. Shannon, 16 points. He's the top scorer. Coleman Hawkins got 10. Arkansas pressured. Oh, they turned it over. Steal and dunk by Melendez of Illinois. It's a 5-point game. Timeout on the floor by Musselman. 2:29 left to go. They have to get separated right now between these two teams, too. Yeah, we're going to take a time on the floor right now. 2:29 remaining. Chippy after that slam dunk as well between the two teams. Wow, Illinois really making things interesting right now. This is an Arkansas team that you would have imagined that they would have been able to learn from their mistakes in the last game. Arkansas blew a 12-point lead against Texas A&M in the SEC tournament and lost. And right now, they just need to take care of business. These young men, did they grow up too fast or not? Actually, largest lead was 17. The largest lead was a 17-point lead, and now it's down to 5. Illinois hanging in there right now. Yeah, things got separated. Inbound. Arkansas got deflected off the inbound, stolen away, and then dunked by Melendez. Melendez taunting Devontae Davis. He was taunting Devontae Davis. That's what he was doing. He hung on the rim, and then after he scored after he scored a slam dunk, he was like taunting Devontae Davis of Arkansas. $2:29 left to go. That's why he got chippy right after the whistle, and then we went straight to the timeout. Oh, that's awesome there, Derek. So his apprentice went to Coppell High School, year older than Anthony Black, and he transferred to a better school for basketball. It helped him get into Arkansas. That's awesome. Yeah, everybody's bracket's done with Arizona. Arkansas with it in the backcourt. Able to cross midcourt for Arkansas. Jordan Walsh puts the ball into the hands of Anthony Black. So Illinois starting to go with a full court pressure, stifling Arkansas a little bit, but that time they're able to cross midcourt. 2:10 remaining. Black got chopped up and Black got fouled. That's like a tackle football play right there by number 10 of Illinois, Luke Good, who took Anthony Black down low. Just chopped him up. This Illinois team's got just like zero discipline for them. There's not too many teams this season that I've went through my bracket predictions video and said that like they got no discipline or the team's erratic, but that's a description to use about this Illinois team this season, that they just been all over the map this year. 6th personal foul by Illinois as a team. 2 minutes left to play. Arkansas has possession, looking to close it out. Devontae Davis dribbles up at the baseline, takes the jumper. Devo missed off the rim. Offensive rebound, hauled in by Jordan Walsh. He puts it up no good. Tipped off the rim again. And Illinois comes out with a defensive rebound. Here they go, 3-on-2. Oh, it's stole away from behind. Huge clutch steal right there by Devontae Davis. He's been the X factor. Right to the rim, he scores. Up and in. Off the glass by Devo for Arkansas. 64-57. Illinois gonna take their sweet, precious time. They're down by 7 points. 1:30 left to go. Kick out to the corner. Out to the wing. 3. Blocked by Arkansas. Hogs come up with a basketball. They can smell it. They can feel it. 1:18 remaining. And Illinois picks up a fall in their backcourt. Devontae Davis, X factor in this game. And then the big block at the wing. Hogs just have so many good players that are guards in this team that can block shots. Arkansas in the bonus now, 1-1 at the free throw line. It will be Ricky Council. Council today, 12 points. Devontae Davis, 16. Black with 12 as well for Arkansas. One shot by Council. That goes through. Jackson, welcome in, man. Yep. Arizona, another big choke in March. This Illinois team has had so many chances today, and the numbers don't lie to you. 37% shooting, 6 of 21 from 3, 17 turnovers. Is that a team that's going to advance in your first round game? Probably not. Second shot's good. 1:13 left to go. And a timeout taken on the floor by Illinois. So many chances, so many opportunities for this team today to do something. And yeah, they blew it in this matchup. This Illinois team is completely erratic this season as we go on the timeout with 1:13 left. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We'll be back for Duke versus Oral Roberts, the 5 versus 12 matchup at 7:10 p.m. Craziness with March Madness today. Absolutely insane. If you guys have been tuning in, Arizona, the 2 seed, lost against Princeton, the 15. 59-55. Princeton led by their point forward, Tozan. Another Jersey team picked up the victory. By the way, we'll have a special guest on the next stream, so stay tuned. Here we go. 1:10 remaining. Illinois with a possession at the wing. Melendez floats the pass down low. They dunk it home. Two-handed jam by Illinois. 7-point game. 1 minute left to go. Arkansas pressured in their backcourt. Ricky Council. And they're going to call a foul by Illinois. So this will be free throws coming up at the line. I believe 1-1. It should be in a bonus still for Arkansas coming up. Got 55 seconds left. Yeah, I remember that one game. One day I covered four games in a day or so. Yeah, probably won't do that again. That was crazy. Council, 77% at the free throw line. We thank you all for joining in today. Yep. Tomorrow should be a great one, man. First one good by Council. Second one's good. 50 seconds. Illinois. Pass midcourt. Attacking. Right to the rim, they dunk it. Terrence Shannon, two-handed jam. 7-point game, 45.5 remaining. Looks like we're going to take another timeout. So, yeah, I'll be back. Duke Oral Roberts coming up 7:10. X Factor. And this one, Devontae Davis. Devontae Davis today, 16 points. Ricky Council with 16. 12 points by Anthony Black. Just too many threes for Illinois. That was the problem in today's game. Arkansas, they're not a strong three-point shooting team either, but they attack you at the rim. And Arkansas today, 3 for 11 from 3. They don't attempt threes often. They were able to get to the rim more. Able to force turnovers. They had 12 steals today for Arkansas. They forced 17 turnovers by Illinois. Illinois attempted 21 threes. They made just 6 of those. This game has just had one tie and one lead change. That is it. Biggest lead, Arkansas was up by 17. Inbound, Arkansas. Arkansas, deflected pass, try to save it up in the air. Jordan Walsh hauls it in with 36.5 and he gets fouled. They got hustlers all on this team. This Arkansas team is all full of hustlers. Yep, Princeton beat Arizona. Absolutely wild. Oral Roberts Duke, upcoming. Jordan Walsh in the bonus. 1-1 for Arkansas. First one's good. Second shot. Right down the middle. 70-61. 30 seconds left to play. Illinois. Bounce pass. Kick out. Corner. 3. Over the rim. No good. Rebound Arkansas. 22 seconds to get fouled. Arkansas can smell it. Arkansas can feel it. Eric Musselman. 2-0 in first round games, and this track record just speaks to itself. For Muss and his crew to ride a Muss bus into the round of 32 for the Hogs. They can feel the call of the Hogs. All the way from Arkansas, with their fans here supporting them for this matchup. Wild. Princeton beating Arizona. Absolutely wild. 22 seconds. First one's good. We'll be back for Oral Roberts versus Duke. 7:10 p.m., so make sure to join on back for that stream. Missed shot off the mark by Arkansas. 20 seconds remaining. Illinois up the floor, tipped, lost out of bounds, and we're waiting a sign for the referees here. Terrence Shannon hobbled up too, as he was the one who lost the handle, but we've got 17 seconds. And Terrence Shannon actually going to head to the free throw line, so Arkansas gave a foul there. So this is double bonus. 17 seconds. First one, good. Second one around the rim and out. Rebound, Arkansas. 15 seconds. And Illinois going to commit a foul far side of the floor when this game's already done. 12 seconds left to go. Yeah, unfortunate ending to this season for Illinois. They got a lot to really address in the offseason for them. .2 seconds, first free throw, good at the line. Make sure to join in for Oral Roberts versus Duke. We'll tip off with around 7:10 p.m. for that matchup as we wrap up here. Arkansas, 73-62 against Illinois. Illinois late slam dunk. Looks like we have another whistle with 7.5 seconds left. What's good? Hey, so we got a guest here for the next stream. This is John from Off the Wall Hockey hopping in here for stream number 2 tonight. Oral Roberts against Duke in a little bit. Just wrapping up some Arkansas, Illinois. Wild.
Wow, a classic Big Ten tournament loss.
Yep. Wouldn't be shocked if that happens tomorrow with Purdue against Fairleigh Dickinson. By the way, Princeton beat Arizona.
I saw that before
wild.
I left. And Furman with the ridiculous three-pointer to win earlier.
Wild. Second one around the rim and out. And we are done in this one. Arkansas moves on. They'll take on Kansas in a round of 32 on Saturday. 73-63 the final score. Thanks all for joining in, everybody, being a part here on the stream today. We'll be back Duke against Oral Roberts in a little bit, so feel free to be a part of that one. And before we wrap up, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well here, everybody. We're going to have to set up the next stream pretty quick because we start off at 7:10. Going to thank the channel members before we wrap up here in just a couple moments. But a wild tournament that we've had so far, a couple big upsets. Furman, an afternoon time slot. And then Arizona, the big one, losing against Princeton. Absolutely wild. Going to close out here to the channel members. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Jess, Ahino Josa, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Michael, Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Roderick, Reynaldo, Didi, Katie, Barco, Siegel, Woo Pig, Ian, Oink Oink, and Emmanuel. And Robin. I'll be back a little bit. Duke Oral Roberts, 7:10. Be there for that one.